I'm just gonna put it on.
stroke response secretary at the time was
No,
doing
what are
quite
you
well
gonna
Oh,
do?
in
hook
terms
your
of
foot there.
they say if it was an open
Get
visible
that right
contest,
in there,
anyone
that big foot.
responsible will be held accountable. And that
Yeah, there's a
actually
push
takes
on the
place when we
bar.
really do find out what went on. Then that will show a table has been turned and this wasn't the past. If we don't, if this is covered up again and we don't hear much about it in the future, then it may well damage relations.
So how optimistic are you about an inquiry?
We were optimistic a year ago. We hoped the revelation of these documents will put further pressure on the British government to give us the inquiry that we need, one which is independent. We also
Give it a
hoped
call
that this
there.
will lead the
Give
British
it a
government
call,
and
Polly.
others to abandon their policy of seeking diplomatic assurances from governments like Gaddafi's, which torture when they send people back. Those are assurances saying we aren't going to torture this particular person, and they've been shown in this case and many others to be worthless.
Clive Baldwin, I want to thank you for bringing this to light and giving us your analysis. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Clive Baldwin with Human Rights Watch joining me from London.
I see you in
Clashes
there.
erupted outside the corruption trial of Egypt's former president, Hosni Mubarak. Protesters scuffled with police outside of the courthouse in Cairo. They were trying to push through the main gates. Mubarak himself was wheeled inside on a stretcher. In this phase of the trial, we're expecting testimony from a police official and several officers. Mubarak, as you know, is facing charges related to the deaths of protesters during the uprising that ousted him from power back in February. He could get the death penalty if he is convicted. It is a crisis we've been hearing about for months. Millions of people in the Horn of Africa are at risk of starvation. But despite numerous calls for aid, the United Nations says the situation is only getting worse. And now, the famine has spread to yet another region of Somalia. For more on this, we bring in Zulekha Nathoo, who's been looking at this story. What is the UN saying today, Zulekha?
Suhana, they're saying that southern Somalia's Bay region is the latest area that is now being declared a famine zone. So that means that there are 6 officially declared famine zones in that country. There are 4 in the southern Somali region and 2 camps for internally displaced people in Mogadishu, as you can see on that map. And most of these regions, particularly in the south, are controlled by the militant group Al-Shabaab, making it very difficult and dangerous for aid workers to get supplies in. Of particular concern in all of this is the effects that this famine is having on refugee children. At one refugee camp called Kobe Camp, which is on the Somalia-Ethiopia border, 19% of children, according to the UN, are suffering from severe acute malnutrition. That means an extremely low weight for height, visible signs of wasting away. And those are similar numbers